Okay, so I have another unboxing to do today. We recently picked up a laptop. The primary purpose for the laptop is for photo and video editing. In addition to that, for streaming from console. So I'm waiting on some other equipment from Elgato to show up in order to get the laptop and the PS5 set up for streaming. But the laptop came today, so I figured might as well do an unboxing like we did the PC. So we recently acquired MSI laptop. It is a MSI CYBORG 15 A13VF. I think the best deal I found this particular laptop was on B&H Photo. Um, Specs of this, I believe, was a 4060, an i7, and 32 gigs of RAM, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, there's nothing on the box. Um, so yeah, but I believe that was the specs. So I think it's an i7 with a 4060 and 32 gigs of RAM, and one terabyte. I think it might be a 1 terabyte hard drive. I can't remember because we ordered it a few days ago. I mean, I could bring it up real quick, um, just so I'm accurately speaking. Oh, I got rid of it. Um, yeah, so it is yeah, an i7 2.4 gig, um, 10 core processor, 32 gigs with a 1 terabyte hard drive and a 4060. So nothing too crazy, but more than capable from what we're trying to do with it. So let's get to the unboxing. See what we got. I apologize for the crappy video. I'm experimenting with chroma key for the first time, so I didn't want to get too crazy. It is a box within a box. So that was like the generic MSI box, and inside the generic MSI box came the CYBORG 15 box. Lots of lovely, lovely wording on the box. So yeah, this is the packaging. So it was a box in a box, so that's good. Always like to see that. Let's see what we got. And I apologize for the crappy camera angle. I couldn't position this camera in a decent way so that would just capture like the desktop, and it was really annoying, so I got fed up. So this is the laptop. It's got a little bit of weight to it. It's not terribly heavy, but you can definitely feel it. Cardboard. Little quick start guide. Nothing under that hood. Nothing under that hood. So here. So we have power cable and the power brick. Pretty sure that's about it. It's pretty standard. Nothing crazy. No bundle or anything like that. It's a straight laptop. And again, it's primarily for photo editing and streaming content. So, take a look at the power brick. So it appears we have 240 volt, 120 watt power brick, and it's got the Mickey Mouse ears plug. This is the other half of it. Get back to that. Quick start guide we'll look at real quick. I'm sure it's, you know, pretty basic. Similar to any other quick start guide you would get. Acknowledge the packaging, but primarily for my wife. I offered to get her a desktop, didn't want a desktop because she likes playing on her console. So MSI is here to help in case you need them. Just give them a call. US customer service. So this is more of like a pamphlet than it is like a book. It's all pretty basic. It, you know, points out what is where. Yeah, it's pretty generic. But I'm sure useful for somebody that may have never owned a laptop. It's your first laptop. Sure, it'd be useful. All right, so the laptop itself, like I said, it's got some weight to it. Not super heavy, but it seems solid. It doesn't feel too cheap and plasticky. I didn't notice this. The bottom is like it's like quasi-translucent. It's hard to see in the video, but it is quasi-translucent. Like you can see some of the internals through their gamery honeycomb pattern here. And it says MSI True Gaming. So does it pass the David does tech stuff one hand open? Yes, it does. David would appreciate this. It even came with like a little felt pad in between the screen and the keys. So that's nice. Protect the screen. Excuse me. The keys feel like keys. Touchpad is a decent size. I'm trying to like this up so you can see. Touchpad is a decent size. The ASWD is kind of translucent like the back, as is the power button. And then I assume these are all backlit. That's the way it appears. Like I don't know how good you can see the side of the keys. There's like a white surround all the way around them. So I assume they're backlit. And being that it says color boost here on this sticker, yeah, I presume they're backlit. What I'm interested to find out is how much crap software might be on this computer. Direct from MSI. Hopefully not a ton. Like I got lucky with the CyberPower. There wasn't a bunch of junk bloatware or, you know, CyberPower software. No McAfee, no Norton. So CyberPower did good as far as that goes. The only stuff that was already like pre-installed was the NVIDIA software and the RGB software to control the color of the fan lighting in the CyberPower. So see if this has any juice without me plugging it in first. I'm going to assume no, but every now and then you get lucky. So no. I'll plug it in. I'll pause it real quick. I'll plug it in and I'll get it started. And then we'll see what's going on with the actual laptop itself. Before I do that, I just wanted to I wanted to point out the I/O on the laptop. So on the right hand side, we have a USB port, USB-C, HDMI, network, and our power cable. On the left side, we have some ventilation here, cooling, another USB, and that's a 3mm headphone jack, and this is looking like a link port. And it doesn't appear that there's any I/O on the back. There is some additional ventilation here. This does feel really sturdy. You can kind of see, you could see through the lettering. There's heat pipes for the graphics card, so it does look like there's a half decent amount of ventilation here. The only thing you might have to kind of like prop it up a little bit, so it's all in the back. Don't see. No, there's no like prop feet that you can like pull out to make the back stand up. But it also doesn't look terribly difficult to access. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about nine screws, and then there's our warranty tamper screw here. So I'm actually not going to take the bottom off. Because again, this is primarily for my wife. But let me get it powered up and started and see what kind of software we're dealing with. And then maybe we'll run a quick couple tests. And hopefully this will inform you a little better if this is a laptop you may be interested in. Okay, so we're finally up and running. And I turned the screen because I haven't touched anything. All I did was log in. So I know it's hard to see on the video. But all this is like the Windows menu, but then right out of the gate, the MSI Center popped up. So we have MSI's software on here, obviously. Let's see what else we got on here as far as crap is concerned. Hopefully not much. So let's take a look. So of course you got all the typical Microsoft software. The GeForce Experience is in here. Intel Graphics Command Center. MSI Center, which is probably going to go. Norton, unfortunately, is on here. Nahimic Companion. I don't even know what that is, but that's got to go. Realtek Audio. Typical stuff, but unfortunately, it did come with MSI's bloatware, and Norton, and whatever this Nahimic is. I don't even is. It's gotta go. But anyway, in regards to what's going on with the system, so it's definitely got 32 gigs of memory in here. Let's see. And it's running at 5200. I didn't check the speed specs. So hopefully if they have XMP enabled. I didn't go into the BIOS yet. To see the settings in the BIOS. So it's got like onboard graphics as well as the 4060. It's so awful. It's MSI Center. Let's see what this consists of. I'm sure it's just MSI crap. A bunch of Windows Update stuff that has to be done. I'll worry about that later. I'm probably going to uninstall this MSI Center so she doesn't have any nonsense to deal with. There's no games installed on this. I'm gonna have to do a follow-up video, with Afterburner installed. So MSI Center is designed for gamers and creators to enhance user experience on MSI devices. And monitor and optimize system performance, and it's easy to set up with simple clicks. Okay, so I guess this is for like the LEDs on the keyboard. I guess you could change the LED colors. I have a funny feeling though that this is just gonna get uninstalled. And the default background was like the MSI. I'm sure you can see it from the camera. It's like a MSI, right? Very gamery, with the neon colors and all that. So I'm gonna skip this. I really feel like this is gonna get uninstalled. I mean, this software might be useful for some people, but like most of this stuff you can do on your own. The gaming mode, it's already got the GeForce stuff set up, so you can use that if you so choose. Yeah, I think this is gonna go. Definitely have to get rid of Norton. Not a fan. I don't know anybody that is actually. And whatever that Nahini or whatever it was, that's got to go too. I don't know what it is, so it's got to go. I never heard of it before. It's all crap. It's crap. And Edge has to be like the worst browser. I don't use it. I don't have to use it at all. I'd rather use old school Firefox than use Edge. I dislike it greatly. I don't like it at all. I'll use Chrome, but I can't stand to use it. I'm gonna have to do a follow-up video, but basically I kind of want it real quick. I'm gonna try and get in the BIOS, see what settings are. Let's see, start. Assume it's gonna be like delete or F2 or whatever to get in. We'll get in and see what version the BIOS is running and see if it's the most recent version. Man, I'm really bummed out that Norton's in there. That's kind of a bummer. I don't like that at all. Yeah. I was kind of hoping that, they didn't put. I didn't even want them to put their own software on. I was kind of hoping it was a really clean install of Windows. And I get it. They're like partners with software providers and whatnot. They are an SI. And it's fine. I'm not mad or anything. It's kind of disappointing. I get into BIOS here. Restarts again. I thought it was loading. I guess I was wrong. Let's see if I can get it to boot in the BIOS. Oh, so it's not delete. Well, maybe. F1 F2. Okay, I'll try F1. This fan kicked on already. Yeah, I think you're gonna have to prop this up. Make sure like thermals are okay. Doesn't overheat. Because I haven't really done anything with it yet. Can't get in the BIOS. Maybe like a MSI thing. I just want to see what version of the motherboard it's running, and to see if like they have XMPs enabled. It's been a long day. I'm on the East Coast. It's like 10 o'clock right now. I've been up since 4 a.m. So now I'm kind of just, I don't know which key it is to get in the BIOS. I think it really mattered. I don't know that I can get into it. Fortunately not. Yeah, I also gotta see what is running at startup. With Norton and everything on there, it wouldn't surprise me that all their crap is running at startup. Let me go see. Maybe I'll do GPU Z for a second. Got all our ROPs. Thanks for that, Steve, over at Gamers Nexus. Oh, we took 50 series, the Nvidia 50 series cards. Some of them were like shipped, missing ROPs, etc. And it was like a thing on some of the Gamer Nexus videos. Missing ROPs. So it should be fine with the 40 series because the 4060 is supposed to be in here. This is taking its sweet time. There it goes. So I'll do GPU Z tonight, and then I'll wrap this video for now until I get some software installed to do some performance testing. Get Steam installed, we'll do some game testing, see how the frames are doing, how the GPU's performing, all that. So this is mainly just the unboxing, just so you can see what it's like when you order this, what you get, and what to anticipate on turning the system on and getting started with it. So like I said, we'll do some performance testing next. Probably do that video tomorrow or Friday. Today's Wednesday, so do that video tomorrow or Friday, and then I'll probably edit this video. I'll probably edit this video tomorrow, and then I'll do the performance test on Friday, edit that on Saturday, and post that Sunday. So hopefully this should post by Friday, and then the follow-up should post by Sunday. So for anybody that watches and is looking for the performance, just bear with me. It's a work in progress. But I'll do the GPU scan real quick, and then we'll wrap it up. But overall, it was like sub $1,000. It was like $949 or $994. I don't remember. It was from B&H Photo, and it's March of 25. So just put that in perspective. So bought the laptop primarily for video editing photo editing, some video probably, and streaming via console. So right now it's pulling the Intel like integrated graphics for some reason. Interesting. So here I'll go to 4060. So that's updating now. Which I'm assuming that the GeForce software has to be updated too. Even though it's pre-installed, I don't know if it's running the latest drivers. So let's see. So ROPS are 4896. Let's see. Yeah, it is what was advertised. So it is a RTX 4060. GPU clock is 1140. Memory is 2000, and boost is 1470. So should be this one right here, the MSI RTX 4060 Max Q. And the sub vendor is MSI. It's not the Tong Fang, but everything is as advertised. So there's no goofiness to it. There's nothing missing. It's not misleading. Everything is good there. I did want to take a quick look at the CPU. It's an i7 13620H. So let's look that up real quick before I get out of here and wrap this video. i7 13620H. So it says it can go up to 4.9 gigahertz. Right now, it is currently running 2.65, 0.35. It just depends on what it's doing. Let's see what else is saying. I'd like to get in the BIOS to see what like the TDP and stuff is set to. So it's got 10 cores, 6 performance cores, 4 efficient cores. Max turbo frequencies 4.9 gigahertz. Efficient core max turbo frequency is 3.6. Base power is 45 watts. Max turbo power is 115. So that's what I want to get into, but I couldn't get into the BIOS, and I don't know if that's intentional on MSI's behalf. So you're not messing with like their proprietary settings, all that stuff. But it's a 13 Gen i7. I don't believe the i7s had the thermal issues that the 9s had, so I'm not really as concerned about the thermals that I was with CyberPower. So, like I said, this is gonna wrap this one, but everything is as advertised. A little disappointing with some of the bloatware that's installed on the soft system itself, but other than that, for you know, a mid-range, you know, higher low end to lower mid-range gaming laptop, I think it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be more than fine. You know, like I said, it's gonna be used for streaming via console, and she'll probably play Elden Ring and Fortnite and stuff on it, but it's not she's not gonna play like a real demanding game like Cyberpunk on it or anything like that, so I'm not too worried about that. But it should be able to handle pretty much anything she's gonna throw at it, you know, in a quasi-modern game. So yeah, I mean, right now I think it's decent in regards to like build quality, the amount of I/O that's accessible. I'm really happy that there's an actual physical LAN port for it, and it is solid. Like it's not cheap and like really crap plasticky feeling, which is a huge plus. I was comparing this against a Gigabyte, I think a G5 15, something like that. I don't remember, but you know, after reading some of the reviews, that one was like plasticky feeling and cheaper feeling. And it was like, I think it was like $100 or $150 more with half the RAM. So I think you're more paying for the Gigabyte name than you were the components. So it was basically the same. I think it was also an i7 with a 4060, but 16 gigs of RAM. Although that one may have had a 2 terabyte hard drive. I can't remember. But anyway, that's it for the unboxing. I'll get into the performance in the next couple days, and we'll follow up with that. So, thanks for hanging out, checking this one out. And I do have some Elgato stuff coming. Maybe we'll unbox those and take a look at those for maybe people that are unfamiliar. So, catch you on the next one. Thanks.